ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. எல்லோருக்கும் வணக்கம். நம்ம எல்லோரும் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜிக்கு நமஸ்காரம் பண்ணி குண்டலினி உயர்த்தி பந்தன் போட்டுக்கொள்வோம். சந்தோஷ சித்தத்தோடு இன்றைய தியானத்துக்கு உட்காருவோம். சின்ன குழந்தையோட நிலையில் தெய்வீக அன்னையோட அன்பை வாங்கும் நிலையில் உட்காருவோம். மிகவும் பணிவோட உட்காருவோம். வலது கை ஹிருதயத்தில் வைத்து ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜியை நம்முடைய ஹிருதயத்தில் மரியாதையோடு அழைப்போம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தங்களுடைய அன்பும் கருணையால் எங்களுடைய ஹிருதயத்தை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள் தாயே. தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய ஹிருதயத்துக்குள் வாருங்கள். ஹிருதய கமலத்தில் அமருங்கள் தாயே. எங்களுடைய மனமார்ந்த வணக்கத்தை ஏற்றுக்கொள்ளுங்கள். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, இன்றைய தியானத்துக்கு அனுமதியை தந்து வழி நடத்துங்கள் தாயே. எங்களுக்குள் உள்ள எல்லா விதமான அறியாமையும் முழுமையாக நீக்கி இன்றைய தியானத்தில் எங்களுக்கு ஆனந்த நிர்விச்சார நிலையை தந்தருளுங்கள் தாயே. வலது கை மடிக்கே கொண்டு வருவோம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜியை பார்த்துட்டே மெதுவாக நம்முடைய கண்கள் மூடிக்கொண்டு கவனம் நம்மளுக்குள் கொண்டு வருவோம். இரண்டு உள்ளங்கையும் உச்சந்தலையில் நுண்ணுதிர்கள் உணர்வுமான் கவனிப்போம். மெதுவாக நம்முடைய கவனம் சகஸ்ராரத்தில் நிலைநிறுத்தி 3 மகாமந்திரத்தை கூறுவோம். ஓம் त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री हरकी साक्षात् श्री
श्री
आदिशक्ति
आदिशक्ति
माताजी, श्री
श्री
निर्मला देवी नमो
नमो
नमः।
नमः।
ओम
ॐ
त्वमेव
त्वमेव साक्षात्
साक्षात् श्री सतती
श्रीपतिः
साक्षात्
साक्षात्
श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी
श्रीसहस्रारस्वामिनि
मोक्ष प्रदायिनी
मोक्षप्रदायिनि
माताजी
माताजि
श्री निर्मला
श्रीनिर्मला
देव्यै नमो
नमो
नमः।
नमः।
மெதுவாக நம்முடைய கவனம் மூலாதார சக்கரத்துக்கு கொண்டு வருவோம். ஸ்ரீ கணேச மந்திரத்தை கூறுவோம். ஓம்
ॐ
त्वमेव
देव
साक्षात्
साक्षात्
श्री गणेश
श्रीगणेश
साक्षात्
साक्षात्
श्री
श्री
आदिशक्ति
आदिशक्ति
माताजी
माताजि
श्री निर्मला देवी
श्रीनिर्मलायै
नमो
नमो
नमः. மெதுவாக இரண்டு உள்ளங்கையும் பூமி தாய் மீது வைப்போம். ஸ்ரீ பூமி மாதா, தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய ஸ்தூல சரீரமும் சூக்ஷ்ம சரீரத்தை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள் தாயே. அதை பாதிக்கும் எல்லா விதமான எதிர்மறைகளையும் தங்களுடைய பூமி தத்துவத்துக்குள் இழுத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள் தாயே. கவனம் இரண்டு உள்ளங்கையும் உச்சந்தலையில் வைத்து சில நிமிடம் காத்திருப்போம். ஸ்ரீ பூமி மாதா தங்களுடைய அபார சக்தியால் நம்மளை தூய்மைப்படுத்துவாங்க. श्री आदि भूमि माता साक्षात ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री आदि भूमि माता साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः. இடநாடியை தூய்மைப்படுத்துவோம். இடது கை மடி மீது, வலது கை பூமி தாய் மீது இருக்கட்டும். கவனம் இடநாடி. இரண்டு உள்ளங்கையும் உச்சந்தலையில் கவனத்தை வைப்போம். श्री महाकाली साक्षात श्री भैरवनाथ साक्षात मंत्रத்தை கூறுவோம். ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महाकाली साक्षात् श्री भैरवनाथ साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः. மாதாஜி, எங்களுடைய இடநாடியை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள். பிங்களா நாடியை தூய்மைப்படுத்துவோம். வலது கை மடி மீது, இடது கை ஆகாயத்தை நோக்கி வைப்போம். முழு கவனம் பிங்களா நாடி. இரண்டு உள்ளங்கையும் உச்சந்தலையில் கவனத்தை வைப்போம். श्री महासरस्वती साक्षात, श्री हनुमान साक्षात। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात श्री महासरस्वती साक्षात श्री हनुमान साक्षात श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய பிங்களா நாடியை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள். இடது கை மடிக்கு கொண்டு வருவோம். இரண்டு உள்ளங்கையும் மடி மீது ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜியை நோக்கி வைத்து கவனம் சுஷும்னா நாடி. श्री महालक्ष्मी साक्षात, श्री गणेशा साक्षात। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात श्री महालक्ष्मी साक्षात श्री गणेशा साक्षात श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய சுஷும்னா நாடியை முழுமையாக திறந்து தடையில்லாமல் வைத்திருங்கள் தாயே. தெய்வீக நுண்ணுதல்களும் தெய்வீக சக்தியை உள்வாங்கிக்க எங்களுடைய சுஷும்னாவை ஒரு சிறந்த பாத்திரமா மாத்தி விடுங்கள். மெதுவாக நம்முடைய கவனம் மூலாதார சக்கரத்துக்கு கொண்டு வருவோம். கணேஷ அத்தரசேஷை கூறுவோம். ओम नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं धर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं हृदं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवत्वं मामवक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवदातारम् अवधातारम् अवानुचानमवशिष्यम् अवपश्चातात अवपुरस्तात् अव उत्तरातात अवदक्षिणातात अवचोद्ध्वातात अवाधरातात सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात् त्वं वाङ्मयस्त्वं चिन्मयः त्वम् आनन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दाद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तसिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमेष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरापो नलो नीलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मास्त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरों गणादीं पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादीं तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वार परतरः अर्धेन्दुलसितं तारेण ऋद्धम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपं गकार पूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वार शान्त्यरूपम् बिन्दुरुत्तररूपम् नाद सन्धानं संहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेश विद्या गणकऋषिः निच्छुद्गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ति प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशाङ्कुशधारिणं हृदं च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्टयाद्धौ प्रकृते पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः नमो रात्रपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। हे माता जी तांगले साक्षात श्री गणेशा ദയവ് ചെയ്ത് തങ്ങളുடைய பாஷ அங்குஷத்தோட எங்களுடைய சிந்தனை பேச்சு செயலில் இருக்கிற எல்லா விதமான எதிர்மறைகளையும் முழுமையாக நீக்கிவிடுங்கள். எங்களுடைய அலைபாயும் மனசை கட்டுப்படுத்தி ஆத்மா மீது நிலைநிறுத்துங்கள் தாயே. எங்களை எப்பொழுதும் தர்ம வழியில் வழி நடத்தி கொண்டு செல்லுங்கள் தாயே. எல்லா விதமான அசுத்த இச்சைகள், அகங்காரம், மோகத்தை முழுமையாக நீக்கிவிடுங்கள். எங்களுக்கு சுப்புத்தியை தந்தருளுங்கள். தூய ஞானத்தை தந்தருளுங்கள். எப்பொழுதும் எங்களை பணிவாக வைத்திருங்கள் தாயே. ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. ஏகதந்த ரூபத்தில் எங்களுக்கு தியாக மனப்பான்மையை தந்தருளுங்கள். எங்களுடைய எல்லா விதமான கடமைகளையும் ஸ்ரத்தையோடு செய்ய எங்களை வழிநடத்தி சக்தியும் தந்தருளுங்கள். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. மூஷிக வாகனாக எங்களுடைய அமைதி இல்லாத மனதை தங்களுடைய அன்பும் கருணையால் அது சாந்தமாக தெளிவாக வைத்திருங்கள் தாயே. மோதக பிரியனோட ஆசீர்வாதத்தால் எங்களுக்கு அன்பு, சந்தோஷம், ஆனந்தம், எல்லா மங்களமும் தந்தருளுங்கள். மூஷிக வாகன மோதக ஹஸ்த चामर कर्ण विलंबित सूत्र वामन रूप महेश्वर पुत्र विघ्न विनायक पाद नमस्ते. ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. எங்களுடைய ஆன்மீக முன்னேற்றத்துக்கு இருக்கிற எல்லா விதமான தடைகளையும் முழுமையாக நீக்கி விடுங்கள். கவனம் 2 உள்ளங்கையும் உச்சந்தலையில் வைத்து பார்ப்போம். ஸ்ரீ கணேஷாவோட துணையும் ஆசீர்வாதத்தால் நம்மளோட நிலையில் மாற்றத்தை கவனிப்போம். மெதுவாக நம்முடைய கவனம் ஒவ்வொரு சக்கரங்களையும் கடந்து குண்டலினி மாதாவோட சஹஸ்ராரத்துக்கு வருவோம். சஹஸ்ராரத்தின் வந்து நுண்ணதிர்கள் மீது கவனத்தை வைப்போம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜியோட திருக்கமல பாதத்தை நம்முடைய சஹஸ்ராரத்தில் தரிசிப்போம், வணங்குவோம். எந்த கவலையோ சிந்தனை இல்லாமல் முழுமையாக சரணடைவோம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தாங்களே எங்களுடைய மாதா, பிதா, குரு, தெய்வம். நாங்கள் தாங்களிடம் முழுமையாக சரணடைகிறோம். சகல சௌபாகியமும் தந்தருளுங்கள். சிந்தனையற்ற நிலைக்கு கொண்டு செல்லுங்கள் தாயே. தாங்களிடம் ஒன்றினை அடைந்து ஆனந்தத்தை அனுபவிக்க அருள் புரியுங்கள் தாயே. அமைதியாக சில நிமிடம் தியானத்தில் இருப்போம். ஆனந்தத்தை அனுபவிப்போம். சைத்தன்யத்தை உள்வாங்கிப்போம். ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி சொற்களை கேட்டு உள்வாங்கிப்போம்.
I bow to all the seekers of truth. At the very outset, we have to understand that truth is what it is. We cannot conceptualize it. We cannot organize it. And we cannot know it at human awareness. If we had known the truth at human awareness, there would have been no problem. There would have been no second opinion. And there would have been no quarrel, no problems, and we all would have been in the realm of peace and joy. But what we see today, that we are moving towards some sort of a derailment, and we do not know where we are going and what is the end of our civilization. These are modern times and special times where so many are aware of this kind of a destructive force working on us. And suddenly they have become alerted and they want to know what is beyond it, what is the truth. As I've already stated, that you cannot know the truth at human awareness. Of course, whatever I'm going to tell you, you have to keep an open mind about it. Like scientists, you must listen to me as if it's some sort of a hypothesis. But if I prove it, then I'm sure, as honest people, you have to accept, because it is for your benevolence, it is for the benevolence of this country, benevolence of the whole world. It's a understanding that I want you to be at, that we have to know something more about ourselves and about the whole collective problem that is today before us. So the knowledge that I'm going to give you about is the knowledge of the roots. You have the knowledge of the tree. The civilization has grown like a very, very big tree. And if we do not know our roots, this civilization can be completely destroyed. In the eyes of the divine, nobody is divided like Indians, Canadians, English. They are all the same creation of the divine power. Now we talk of God, we talk of love. I was reading God is love. Now by saying that, why should people believe you? Is there God or not? Is it true or not? We have to establish it. We have to prove it. And unless until we prove it, it is not going to be accepted by the progeny. Nobody is going to take it as if some sort of a blind faith, all right, you are born in this religion, so you follow it. Whether it is Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, or anything. So we have to awaken ourselves into that new awareness by which we can know the absolute truth, and we can know that divine power which is surrounding us. All these compartments that we have made around ourselves will break, and we'll see the dawn of a new era where you will know that all of us are capable of achieving that great height of awareness. Of course, you cannot pay for it. Nowadays, there are so many in the market who are selling divine gifts. You cannot sell it. As Christians, we have to realize that Christ didn't sell anything. On the contrary, he took a big hunter to hit the people who are selling things at the gate of the temple. So those people who are selling or marketing things cannot be anywhere near divinity, because divine doesn't know money. Money is a creation of human beings. And this is where I fail to see in the West a response to Sahaja. Actually, people told me that we cannot understand anything which does not require money. We have to little bit get out of this and understand that divine cannot be purchased, cannot be sold. It is just to be enjoyed. There is a system built in within us. I don't know if they have shown, yes, it is here. Inside ourselves, there is a very beautiful system built in during our evolutionary process. One by one, gradually it was built in within us, and that is how now we have become human beings. Now there's a very little more gap that we have to cross over so that we jump into that new awareness. As they must have told you about, that there is a power within us which is called as Kundalini, and if it is awakened, it passes through 6 centers, piercing through our fontanelle bone area and gives you self-realization. Meaning, like, this instrument is here, and unless and until it is connected to the mains, it has no meaning. In the same way, we are to be connected to that force which has created us. And that has to be extremely simple, because it is so vital. Like our breathing is so important, so it is so vital, and it is absolutely free. We don't have to go and read books for that. Especially happening of this Kundalini is an extremely easy thing, and it works out very fast. And in thousands and thousands of people, it has worked. And I'm sure in Canada, it has to work. It is rather the desire to become a self-realized soul than anything else that is important. If you have a strong desire to be connected with that divine power by which you know absolute truth, that's all is needed, and it works so fast, because this power is the power of pure desire. All our desires that we see are not satiable in general. One desire gets satisfied, we run after another. Another desire gets satisfied, we run after another. So now there is a desire within us which, if satisfied, then we get the satisfaction that we wanted. With this awakening of the Kundalini, which has been worked out now for 18 years, because I've been working for the last 18, I should say 20 years as such, because I started my work in 1970. We have seen that people get cured of incurable diseases. How does it happen that these centers, which are the sources of energy within us, are exhausted when we use them too much, either on the left or on the right? As a result, that exhaustion causes physical, mental, emotional diseases from which we suffer. So now supposing you have any physical disease, that physical disease can be cured if energy is supplied to that part of the body. So when the Kundalini rises, this center gets nourished, which is being exhausted. And when the Kundalini is connected to the mains, all the time the energy is flowing within you, you get all right. And there are diseases which are somatic, and there are diseases which are psycho. That is, the diseases are caused by, supposing you go to a wrong guru, there will be a problem. A person who spoils your psyche. There are so many ways these days we spoil our psyches, drugs and other things that we do. It spoils the psyche, and persons start going into the habit of getting more and more dominated by those habits. So when the Kundalini rises, she brings the attention in the center, by which the left side habits are cured. And so your psychic troubles are also cured. Your habits are cured. And then there is another type of disease we have that we call as psychosomatic. These are the diseases like cancer, say AIDS, all viruses, all kinds of multiple sclerosis and all such diseases. They are also caused by the imbalance in your attention by the imbalance in your being. So when you come into balance, these can be cured very easily without taking any medicines, without going to any doctor, without doing anything special. The whole system is built in within you which works it out. But you have to take it up seriously, because supposing you have to go for medicine, I don't know what is the course here is, but in India if you have to do medicine, you have to put in really 14 to 15 years, precious 14, 15 years of life to get only a graduation. But for this you don't have to. Because once the Kundalini rises and you get balanced, and then you feel the joy and the peace within yourself, gradually you settle down and you become a master. You become yourself knowledgeable, because on your fingertips you start feeling the cool breeze. And you can feel it in another person. What's the matter with his chakras, or what is the problem he's facing on your fingertips. And it's all said in Quran. Imagine, Muhammad Sahib has said that at the time of resurrection, your hands will speak. Of course, the Muslims are not worried about the future part. They want to just talk about the past and they don't want to think of resurrection. Same about the Christians. Christ has said, I will send you the Holy Ghost, but they are not looking out for Holy Ghost. Same about Hinduism. In every religion, it is said that such and such time will come when you will get your self-realization. But people are not looking for that, because those who are in charge are money-oriented, and they want to mislead you by saying that if you don't do this, you are a sinner. If you don't do that, that is a sinner. But they don't give any solutions to the problem. And there is a very big solution within us, this one. And that really helps us to overcome all this ignorance which is created by vested interest. Now this Kundalini, when it rises, it, as I told you, it solves your physical, mental, emotional problems. Also, it solves your social problems, because you start understanding the relationship of other people. Like now you are sitting here and there's no light. We don't know how we relate to each other. But when there is light, we can see for ourselves how we are related, how we are treading on others' freedom, how we are behaving, and the whole thing becomes a very enlightening experience. And that enlightenment is not harsh, it's beautiful, it is love. And then you realize that you have got the power to feel like a computer the absolute truth. You can feel it on your fingertips. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with others? Now if you know how to correct it, you are all right. Not only that, but you become a powerful personality, a dynamic personality, without feeling any tension about it. Tension comes because you have imbalances. But when you are balanced, and when you are connected to the mains, and all the time the energy is flowing into you, there is no question of tensions. You have no tensions and you are in a joyous condition. Because you become self-realized, means you become the truth. That is that you are the spirit. You become the spirit. And when you become the spirit, as it is said, is a fact that is the source, first of all, of knowledge. Like a person comes, say, it's happening, I have seen many people who came from jail, have no credibility of any kind. They wear some sort of a funny dress, appear in the square, and people just start calling him a guru. And such a guru starts minting money out of you, and headlong people go towards that person and think it is a very big thing. Another one comes and says that I'm such and such and I have these powers and that power. You just believe into that person, pay him money and get lost. Like these, there are no norms to find out what is the truth, what is not the truth. But of course, you can find out one thing, that a person who takes money, how can he be related to God? How can he be related to divine? Anything that works on money cannot be relationship with God. Of course, now for example, this hall has to be, say, hired. All right, the Canadian Sajogis, we have many, have hired it. Formerly, in the beginning, I used to hire them, but now they are hiring it. That's a different point. But for self-realization, you cannot pay. That happening is absolutely a living process of our evolution. And this evolution that we are at a human level, we haven't paid anything. So why should we pay for anything that is beyond this? It's a living process of a living energy of a living God. So one has to understand first of all that at a very ordinary level also that you cannot pay for God. You cannot pay for divine. You cannot purchase it. And the second is you cannot put in an effort. It is an effortless happening. Just like sprouting of a seed, it is an effortless happening which takes place, and when it takes place, then you just know yourself. You certify yourself. You don't have to have others to certify that this is this, this is that. And you don't take false certificate. For example, somebody might say, all right, I am born again. By taking such a certificate, you do not become. It's not that any organization can give a certificate. It's a state of being. You have to be that in that state only. Honestly, you have to be that. Otherwise, just to say that I am such and such is cheating yourself. What's the use? It's not going to help you. It's not going to help others. So first of all, you must understand that it is the becoming that is important. It is not what people are saying about themselves, talking about themselves. Like there are some people the other day I met who were selling lots of Gita. I asked, what's the use of reading Gita? It's all bookish knowledge. To read Gita also you have to have self-realization. Then I met some people who are selling Bible. Now we have been selling Bible for ages. What's the use? To read Bible also, to understand Christ also, you have to have self-realization. Otherwise you cannot understand what he's saying. And all of them have said one thing, that you must have your second birth. You are to be born again. But that again, one can use it as a placard saying we are born again. So we should not cheat ourselves. What's the use of cheating ourselves? Tomorrow some disease comes in, some trouble comes in. Tomorrow our children take to drugs or do something wrong. They go and murder people, all kinds of violence. Then who is responsible? We, because we have avoided to know about the truth. And it is all there, built in within us. It's just there, which we have to have. So now the first quality of the spirit is that you become knowledgeable. Knowledgeable about anything. For example, somebody says there's no God. Say in Russia I went, of course Russians are somehow or other, I don't know, the government may be horrible, but the people are really, their attention is so good that they just touched it. And thousands, you won't believe that in Moscow I never had less than 14,000 people. Or in Leningrad, same thing. In Kiev I had nothing less than 5,000 to 6,000 people. And the government itself took it so seriously that, they invited about 600 doctors. I read it in the paper, they have put only 300 because it may sound big, but the fact is about 600 doctors came in and 200 great scientists who have done Sputnik and all that. And they all surprisingly asked for one thing, Mother, give us realization. We want to have our self-realization. So what I feel, whatever I have read about Russian writers is that there has been always a soul searching within themselves. If you read any one of them, you'll find there is a soul searching. And they find out, what am I doing? Is it correct? Why should I do it? What is the problem? And that soul searching within themselves is because they have no choices. Like we have here in our countries, all kinds of freedom. We waste our energy in finding out what breakfast we'll have, what lunch we'll have, what dinner we have, what sort of a blouse we should wear. Such a lot of waste of energy is a joyless pursuit. While they don't have that chance. Not that they are not well off, I would say dress up well, they have good clothes, they live well, they have all nice houses. Everybody who's married gets a house. But they always felt they are not free to get to their spirit. And that's what they were struggling. As soon as they saw me, there's no place for false gurus. Nobody wants them. When I spoke to them in one of the seminars, they had yoga seminar, when I walked out, everybody came out, and there were other gurus who had come, nobody was there in the hall to talk to them. They're so keen and so alert that they know that you cannot pay for it. And there's no hanky-panky about it. Just telling stories, this will happen, that will happen. And now, in all Eastern Bloc, you'll be surprised, Sahaja Yoga is spreading very fast. Bulgaria, we had 15,000 people. 15,000 people in Bulgaria. So you can imagine, I have to also go to Romania, I have not been there, but there are. Those Sahaja Yogis who went have written to me that they got 5,000 people. Sahaja Yogis got it. So you can imagine how fast they are moving. And a day may come, they might become very powerful people than we are. We have become weak. We have become very weak internally. Externally we have money, we have good roads, good telephones, everything. But internally we are weak. Because first of all, we cannot get over our habits. Secondly, there are all kinds of negative forces working on us. And we are so vulnerable, we do not know how to fight it out. So it's better that we become the spirit to know the knowledge, to have the knowledge about what is good and what is bad. And the second thing about spirit is that when it comes into your attention, you become enlightened. In the sense there is light and you see the truth. For example, you are standing with a snake in your hand, it's all darkness, you can't see. And I tell you it's a snake, please throw it away. But you will not listen to me. You will not say, why? It's what's wrong? I mean, many people have told me, what's wrong if you are doing this? What's wrong? Till that snake bites them, they'll hold it on. So then you put on the light. As soon as you put on the light, they drop the snake by themselves. This is what I say, that you become your own guru and you follow your own understanding with the light of the spirit within you, which is your own. But this enlightened attention works. It acts. You can close your eyes and find out about anyone what's the matter with that person. And if you know how to cure that person, it can work out. You do not know how this divine power works. This all-pervading divine power is the most efficient government, the most efficient, we can call the housewife, the most efficient father, mother, everything. Anything that you need is done so beautifully that you are amazed. And so many miracles happen that you are amazed, what have I done? Why am I so much blessed? I had asked people to write about their miracles because they used to write letters after letters and I had no time to write. So I said, you write to somebody about the miracles and let him take out a book. Now the pile has gone up this way and he's lost in that pile. He says, Mother, now what am I to do? It's such a lot. So we have to know that we are special people. Human beings are like the epitome of the evolution. And that a little more is going to give you the meaning of what you are. So this enlightened attention makes you aware of your powers also, by which you can give realizations to others. You can correct them, you can cure them, and you can give them peace and joy as you have the joy. Now you see these people, they are mostly Canadians here or Americans. Now to teach one sentence of English is very easy, and to teach the whole of English also is easier. But to teach one word of Sanskrit is so difficult to the Englishman. They ruled us for 300 years. And we tried our level best to teach them some English. And whenever they would come up and speak something, we would say, what language are they speaking? We couldn't understand the language. So it is so very difficult to pronounce the Sanskrit as well as the Indian languages. But the way these people sing, I mean, in India people can't understand how they have picked up this difficult language, this difficult music, the difficult rhythm, how they have done it, and they sing. If you hear from outside, you won't believe they're Canadians who are singing. You'll think they're just Indians, some very good singers from India are singing there. How have they got it? It is because of the new dynamism they have developed in their creativity. And we have so many artists and musicians who have really, as you say, touched the roof of this. They have hit the roof, like in their fame, in their success, in their creativity. So you become extremely creative, but you become very humble. You're not egoistical, you do not force your things onto others, but automatically, because you are so good that you shine. There are so many artists, especially in India, musicians, who have achieved great heights with Sahaja Yoga. And it has to work out everywhere that we should understand the essence of music and how it really suits human beings, by which you will, not for success, but it is just for expression you work out, but automatically it becomes successful. Now this is not only that I'm trying to lure you to some ideas, but what I'm trying to tell you that within you lies all these powers. And if you have not utilized, and if you have not made use of that, and then you are unhappy, nobody can help it. It is all there which you have to have. Now the Spirit gives you the knowledge of truth. Spirit gives your attention the light. And Spirit is the source of joy. As if you were getting drowned in the waves of your thoughts and worries and problems, suddenly you find you are in a boat and you are enjoying everything. And you are seeing it. When you see your problem, you can solve it better. And there is the divine power to solve all the problems that you have. Then you learn how to swim. You can jump into the same waves which have bothered you and save other people. And so a new dynamic personality you develop, because you become collectively conscious, about which Jung has written that now human beings will become collectively conscious. It is a consciousness which is expressed in our central nervous system, by which you can feel the other. Now my hand, this hand, if it is hurt, the another hand can feel it. The whole body feels it and tries to help. Now who is the other? When everybody is a part and parcel of the whole, who is the other? For example, we were going to have a program here, and you'll be amazed, we have people even from Austria who just came. They had holidays, so they just came running to help the Canadian people here, that they are very few, so better run down and help them. We have people all over the world. Sahaja Yoga is working in 40 countries. And when I went to Russia, it is so gratifying to know that the first people who came to Russia to help the Russians were 25 Germans. And the Germans so gentle, so beautiful. You won't believe that their forefathers fought with that horrible fellow Hitler. No, they are so gentle, so beautiful. And when I saw them working on these Russians with such love, with such attention, with such understanding, I felt another world is there existing, which is so beautiful and so nice. In one program, I don't know how much I can tell you about it. And we have here a proper ashram where you can go. We have here people who have their programs where you can go. But their complaints are that, Mother, when you come, I don't know what happens. They come to your program all right. But after that, they never come and they get lost. I just don't know why is it so. Because you're just, what I can do today is like a sprouting of the seed. But after that you have to grow into a tree. Unless and until you grow into the tree, is as the parable of Christ, that some fell on the rocky areas, some fell in the marshy areas. Like that it should not be. It should be, it fell into areas where people prospered and became great trees. Let Canada take over. I think Americans, I'm quite disappointed. I don't know what's wrong with them. They only like falsehood. All the false gurus are prospering there, all kinds of false things they like. A lady is there, she brings a laser beam, puts some sort of a drama, and they are all attracted towards her. Can't understand. How can laser beam have anything to do with Kundalini? Kundalini doesn't understand these things. Nowhere in the ancient books written like this about Kundalini. But this lady is out of the blue, has started using all these tricks, and there are so many running after her, paying her money. She's built a big, huge amount of properties and things like that. And this is not the way to do it. While when I say I don't take money, they will immediately ask me, then what about who pays for your travel? Mostly my husband pays. No doctor has been paying. But you don't want me to pay for your salvation. Like if I go to Russia, they pay for my travel. The government pays for me. But otherwise, wherever I go, I have to pay for myself most of the time. But even then, they come to this that even when you eat your food, who pays for that? It is like this. So where they have to criticize, they do not. Where they don't have to criticize, they criticize. And headlong, thousands have gone to this TM business. Now this TM is another horrible thing that has killed so many people, has made them recluses. I have got so many patients from there who are suffering from all kinds of troubles. But people go headlong to such things, which has money, you have to pay such a lot, they don't mind. And as I belong to another life also, you must be knowing, in that life I find I just keep quiet listening to people and they say, oh, that guru is good, but he's very expensive. But he's quite good. He's expensive. So sort of a guru shopping is going on. We should not be stupid in life. Stupidity never pays, never pays. We have to be alert. God has given us brains to understand, and we should not waste our precious life, this human life like this. I have to just tell you that I feel sometimes so unhappy. Even when I went to Russia and Eastern Bloc, I saw so many people getting realization and working it out, thousands of them. We don't know how to manage. The government is giving us all the help, everything. See, we don't know how to put them up in a big, say, in a stadium, always we had programs. So how to manage all that big group and how to create people who will go and work it out. It's such a problem for us. But in the West, I find people have no value for their life, no value at all. It's such a beautiful life just awaiting at your door, but we have no value. Waste it on useless things. I have to tell you as a mother that please be concerned about it. What's happening to our children? What's happening to our families? What's happening to our nation? This ecological problem, all these can be solved in no time once you reach that state. And we have to have more people to reach that state and to get to it. So may God bless you in this short time, whatever was possible. I have told you, I would like to also have some questions from you. But the questions should be relevant. I have not come here to take any money. I have not come here to take anything from you. I am not asking for votes. I am not a politician. I have come here to give you what you have. This is your own. This is your own property, which I have come to give you, to tell you about it. So it should be relevant and sensible. And I would like to answer your questions. And then we can have the session of realization, which will take hardly 10 minutes. So please have patience with yourself. I have a lot of patience, but you must have patience. And just ask me questions which are sensible, not aggressive. Thank you very much.
ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. கண்கள் மூடி ஒரு நிமிடம் தியானத்தில் இருப்போம். ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. கண்களை திறந்து இன்றைய தியானத்துக்கு ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜிக்கு நன்றியை கூறுவோம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, இன்றைய தியானம் அளித்ததற்கு நன்றி தாயே. நாங்கள் தெரிந்தோ தெரியாமலோ ஏதாவது தவறு செய்திருந்தால் தயவு செய்து எங்களை மன்னியுங்கள். நமஸ்காரம் பண்ணி குண்டலினியை வைத்து மந்தன் போட்டுக்கொள்வோம். ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி.
जय श्री माता जी माँ.
जय श्री माता जी.
जय श्री माता जी.
जय श्री माता जी.
जय श्री माता जी.
जय श्री माता जी. जय श्री माता जी.
जय श्री माता जी.
जय श्री माता जी.
जय श्री माता जी.
जय श्री माता जी माँ. जय श्री माता जी.
जय श्री माता जी.
जय श्री माता जी. மியூசிக் தொடர்ந்து போயிட்டு இருக்கோம். தியானத்துல தொடர்ந்து இருக்கிறவங்க இருக்கலாம்.